By the dawn of the 21st century, the United States ruled the skies. Its stealth fighters sliced through clouds unseen, unmatched, and untouchable. From the F-22 Raptor to the B-2 Spirit, American air dominance wasn't just military power. It was a message to the world. A message that said, you can't fight what you can't see. But today, that message is being challenged. Because while the world slept, another giant was waking up. That giant is China. Once reliant on Soviet hand-me-downs, China has spent the last 2 decades transforming its air force from imitation to innovation. And now, the balance in the skies might be changing faster than anyone could imagine. When the F-22 Raptor first took flight in 1997, it was a revelation. A plane so advanced that Congress made its export illegal. It could fly faster than the speed of sound without using afterburners, and its radar signature was so small that even the world's most sophisticated detection systems could barely notice it. The Raptor didn't just fight wars, it redefined them. It became America's invisible sword, the ultimate predator in the sky. But as years passed, the Raptor became both a legend and a relic. Its production ended in 2012 after just 187 units. And in that silence, a question began to rise. Who will take its place? Enter the F-47, America's next-generation fighter. Born from the Next Generation Air Dominance Program, or NGAD. Developed in secrecy by Boeing, this aircraft has already been flying for years under classified programs. They call it the Phantom Edge. A machine that isn't just a fighter, but a digital brain commanding a swarm of autonomous drones. It's not just built to fight, it's built to think. With thrust exceeding 40,000 pounds, adaptive engines, and a tailless stealth design, the F-47 can cross continents faster, quieter, and deadlier than any fighter before it. Slight pause. Dramatic tension builds. In the words of one Air Force general, this isn't just another aircraft, it's an ecosystem. The F-47 will lead fleets of unmanned drones in coordinated strikes, capable of confusing enemy defenses and controlling entire air battles with artificial intelligence. Its weapon systems will include hypersonic missiles, directed energy weapons, and in the future, combat lasers. But while America's engineers craft the future of air warfare, 1,000 miles away, another superpower is building its own answer. In the city of Chengdu, deep within Sichuan province, a strange shape was spotted gliding through the gray winter sky. A shape that looked familiar. It was sleek, angular, and silent, the alleged J-36, China's rumored 6th-generation fighter. The world's analysts erupted with speculation. Could this be the moment China caught up? According to leaked reports, the J-36 features a tailless flying wing design, similar to the F-47. It may also operate with artificial intelligence assistance, possibly controlling its own swarm of drones in coordinated formation. But the question remains, how much of it is innovation, and how much is imitation? China has made incredible progress, yes. But experts argue that the J-36 still lacks the integrated global combat network the United States has spent decades building. The F-47 is part of a massive digital web, connected to satellites, early warning systems, and even ground command through a vast data-sharing network. China's air doctrine, by comparison, remains largely regional, effective within its borders, but not across oceans. For now, the dragon may roar, but the eagle still listens to every whisper in the wind. If the Raptor was America's sword, the F-35 Lightning II became its spear. Born from a joint project between the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, the F-35 became the symbol of modern warfare. Stealthy, digital, and devastatingly precise. By 2023, over 1,000 F-35s had been produced, serving not just in the US but across NATO allies. It was more than a plane, it was a global alliance in the sky. But beneath its glossy surface, the F-35 carried complexity. Its software contained over 8.6 million lines of code, constantly evolving through updates. Each version brought better targeting, better awareness, and even stronger communication with drones and satellites. Now, with new upgrades under Block 4, the F-35 edges closer to becoming a 5.5 generation aircraft, ready to fly side by side with the futuristic F-47. Pause for effect. But across the Pacific, another contender rises, China's J-35, also known as the Falcon Eagle. With its radar systems modeled after America's AN/APG-81 and a similar stealth design, it's clear where the inspiration came from. In fact, American intelligence confirmed years ago that Chinese hackers had stolen terabytes of F-35 data. So the J-35 looks familiar for a reason. But looking the part is one thing. Matching the performance is another. The J-35 lacks the deep sensor fusion and real-time threat analysis of the Lightning II. It can mimic the moves, but not the mind, as one U.S. pilot said after studying it. Fighting the J-35 would be like playing chess against someone who knows your opening, but not your endgame. Fighters may rule the air, but bombers decide wars. In the early 1990s, the world trembled at the sight of the B-2 Spirit, a black triangle that vanished into the night sky, invisible to radar. It flew from Missouri to Iraq, dropped precision-guided bombs, and returned home without ever being seen. Each B-2 costs over $2 billion, yet every mission proved why. It was stealth perfection. But today, the skies are shifting once again. Enter the B-21 Raider, America's newest stealth bomber. Smaller, sleeker, and deadlier, the Raider is designed for the wars of tomorrow. It can fly thousands of miles without refueling, carrying nuclear or conventional payloads, and coordinating with unmanned aircraft mid-mission. It's not just a bomber, it's an airborne fortress of data and precision. And like the F-47, it's built to think, powered by advanced AI systems and capable of joining digital combat networks in real time. Across the ocean, China's answer is the Xi'an H-20, its first true stealth bomber. Officially, it hasn't even completed its first flight, but satellite images reveal a design strikingly similar to the B-21. The H-20 aims to cover 200 miles without refueling, theoretically allowing it to reach U.S. bases in Guam or Japan. But for now, it's still a shadow, a promise on the horizon, not a threat in the sky. The B-21, meanwhile, already soars. And with each flight, America reminds the world. It still writes the rules of aerial warfare. Technology can build planes, but only experience builds supremacy. American pilots have flown in Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan through real combat, under real fire. They know the chaos, the improvisation, the split-second decisions that can turn a mission from triumph to tragedy. Chinese pilots, however, are still learning. Most have never faced a real enemy in the air. Their training is meticulous, but their experience is limited to simulations. And in war, that difference can decide everything. As one veteran pilot once said, "The best aircraft in the world means nothing if the man behind the stick has never felt the fear of being hunted." But not all wars are fought in the sky. Some are fought in silence, through data, espionage, and digital theft. In recent years, the Pentagon has confirmed multiple cyber attacks linked to Chinese entities targeting American defense systems. Design blueprints, radar schematics, stealth algorithms, each piece stolen, copied, and repurposed. Yet even with stolen data, replication is far from mastery. Because what truly gives America the edge is not just its machines, but the ecosystem surrounding them. Global communication links, satellite coverage, combat-tested AI, and the human expertise to use them all as one. That's what turns technology into power. And that's what still separates the imitator from the innovator. So what does the future look like? By the 2030s, both the United States and China will field fully operational sixth-generation fighters. Both will have stealth, AI, and hypersonic capabilities. Both will command fleets of drones and integrate electronic warfare into every engagement. But true dominance will not depend on who flies faster. It will depend on who connects better. The next great war in the sky won't be won by missiles or engines. It'll be won by data. The fighter who can see first, think faster, and strike smarter will rule the air. And that battle has already begun. The Cold War once divided the Earth by ideology. Now, a new kind of Cold War is unfolding above it. A silent duel for control of the skies. America and China. Two titans locked in a race not for land or gold, but for air itself. Each new aircraft, each secret project, each test flight over the Pacific brings us closer to a moment that could change warfare forever. So, the question is no longer who has the fastest jet, but who has the smarter one. And when those engines roar and the skies tremble once again, the world will hold its breath, because the next great battle might not be fought on Earth at all. What do you think? Will the balance of power shift in the 2030s, or will America's edge remain unbroken? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because this race for the skies has only just begun.